We are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page for Queen City Confessions.
Let's hear the secrets.
Here's the first one. I met this guy online a year ago. We talked as friends really for the first 6 months. Then this spring, we started hanging out in person, nothing sexual. Well, after taking him around my friends and finally deciding that it was time to make it exclusive, he tells me that he's married and in an open relationship. I am so embarrassed. I haven't told any of my friends either. We've continued seeing each other because I really like him. I just know this is going to end in disaster. I don't see him leaving his wife anytime soon.
No, because that's not what you signed up for.
And you have every right to walk away from that. I know you don't want to.
I know.
But you should.
But someone should tell you that, like, that's not the man you thought he was.
Right.
Because he tricked you. Oh. It's awful.
It is.
That's awful.
It is.
Because you got into a relationship in false pretenses. Like, how would you think to know, oh, this person's in an open relationship unless they tell you?
Yeah, I feel like in this case, you need to walk away. And I know it's going to be hard because you can't just shut off your emotions. There is no on and off switch for your emotions.
Correct.
And clearly, after all this time, you are feeling attached to him. But just think about the ramifications of what this means, because, like, he's in an open relationship with his wife, so he will always choose her over you.
Right. And there's always going to be space for another party in that relationship because that's how it's set up.
And
no one asked your feelings about it.
Who's to say that you're the only one? Here's another confession. My husband and I installed cameras in and around our house since we've had a few things go missing after some parties this summer. Well, I was trying to figure out how to use the playback feature on the footage. I saw my husband use some of the fruits in a way that made me feel uncomfortable one late night in the kitchen. I'm not going to say exactly what he did, just know it made me uncomfortable. But here's what pissed me off to the moon and back. He put the fruit back.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to even begin having the conversation with him.
Oh my gosh. I would not either.
Like, do you?
Like, you have to, because you can't just sit with that secret. Now you're keeping the secret, and like, how do you even face that person and have an open, honest relationship? So
Right.
you have to. But you know that he's going to be like mortified when you bring it up, and this is going to open a can of worms. But like, first of all, you need to discuss between the two of you, like,
Right.
what's going on with this usage. And then, no, sir, you don't put that back.
No, you have your own separate pile. But I think, and this is why I always say you can have any conversation you want to have, but you have to know how to have it. So
yes.
Go in not being like, how dare you?
Yeah, this is
Peter.
one of those ones where you can't be. Did you say Peter?
Yes.
Peter, pumpkin eater. You listen here.
A pumpkin was eating him.
Okay. Like, that is the thing, though. You can't go in on the offensive,
Right.
accusatory, with a tone. Unfortunately, in order to get the best results from that conversation, you have to set it right with yourself first, do that work, and be like, hey, I just want to discuss something. Like, no tone. Like, that's going to be hard, but you got to practice.
You got a confession you want to get off your chest like today? Text hits in your confession to 96893. All right, it is 7:32. We got Blown Off on the way in 2 songs.